Before viewing this video, make sure you have downloaded Activity 2, Liquid Measures, for My Lab Nursing, Document Sharing, Class 3 Downloads, As you watch the video, perform calculations and record your answers by editing the document. Save and upload your document to Uploads for Class 3. Make sure it's there before you exit My Lab Nursing.
Hello, back so soon? Today, during Activity 2, we're going to be talking about measuring liquids. Let's get started.
Here is the PDF that you will find in My Lab Nursing under Document Sharing for Class 3. At the top, you will see the materials that I have gathered to make the video that you're going to be watching. And you will see that the objectives for this class are to practice measuring, well, I'm doing the measuring, but you're going to practice calculating dosages with decimals, and you're going to be converting dosages to different units of measure. So I have measured these amounts in separate medicine cups, and I used an oral syringe to measure 1.25 milliliters of colored water. Now, if you wish to just take notes on a separate sheet of paper and then return to the Word document that you have downloaded to insert your calculations, you can do that, of course. You don't have to try to have both windows open at the same time. But please be aware of what is on this document and what you're going to be listening for in the video. And as noted here, if you are using the Microsoft Word 360, which is available to SUNY Broome students for free, just take a look at your My College page. You'll find the link there. If you're doing that, simply move across the top ribbon to Draw. And when you click on that, if you look toward the right-hand side of your options, you will find Ink to Math. It's a very nice tool for you to use for all of your math classes. Without further ado, let's move to the live video, and you can see how well I did not making a mess. I'm just going to play a little bit here, okay? I have 5 milliliters of colored water in this medicine cup. So first I'm going to go with this medicine spoon that you can buy at a drugstore. It's very handy for giving children medication because you're less likely to spill it as you're carrying it to their mouth. And then you just tip it up in their mouth. As you can see, 5 milliliters fits right in there. And let's see, you could, however, administer it to them in a teaspoon. And as you can see, that is right to the rim, and it's shaking. So not maybe as good for giving to children, but it fits. What about a tablespoon? Well, there's no measure there to tell you, but remember the conversion between teaspoons and tablespoons? So that would work. Okay, I'm going to put those 5 milliliters back. Of course, I've lost a little bit of liquid in each thing, each measuring utensil that I have measured it with. A bit of the water has adhered to the plastic. Okay, but let's see with a syringe. Can I get it? Yep, just a little bit left there. And let's see, 5 milliliters is here. Got about 1 milliliter at the top. Okay, I would depress that syringe, but since I already shot water all over this room once, I'll leave it to your imagination. But that 5 milliliters would fill from here to here. All right, let's look at the 7.5 milliliters. Five milliliters filled this teaspoon. As you can see, it's, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. It is marked in milliliters as well as teaspoon. So I'm going to go right to the tablespoon, and there's room left over. So it's not an exact measure if you're trying to measure 7.5 milliliters into that tablespoon. What about the medicine spoon? Will it fit in here? Yes. What about putting 7.5 milliliters in a 5 milliliter oral syringe or a 6 milliliter oral syringe? Not a good idea. It's not all going to fit. What about 20 milliliters? How about I put it into a tablespoon? Let's see. And no, it ran over because that tablespoon, as it's marked, let's see if I can put something behind it so you can see it. As it is marked, only holds 15 milliliters. So don't try to put 20 milliliters in it. What should you use to measure 20 milliliters? And here I have just a pipette, which has some markings here. Let's see how much it will hold to the top marking. And I know you can't read it on this camera because it's hard for me to read it here in the room. And get it full. Okay. How many droplets do you think are in here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Is that 56 or 57? And 58, 59, 60, 61 and a half. 61 to 62 drops. And how much is that? Well, in milliliters, really hard to tell on this measuring cup. But I'm looking at about 2.5. No, it's under 2.5. 2 milliliters. Let's see if I can show that to you in any way, what the measurement is here. Can you see that? It says 2 milliliters. And it was filled just above that. So just above 2 milliliters. There's the 1 milliliter mark, if you can see the 1 there. So this is not a very precise instrument. And counting drops, I do not find that fun. So based upon what I've played around with here, take a look at the bottom of your sheet, your PDF, and write the appropriate containers to deliver each dose. Your choices are a medicine cup, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, or a dropper. Okay, remembering 15 drops equals 1 milliliter. Now, this was 2 milliliters. I counted a lot more than 15 drops. Why? Because this is a very thin pipette tip. Okay, this is not the standard size droplet that they're talking about here. And that's another reason why we don't often measure in droplets. The size of the drop does depend on the diameter, the interior diameter of whatever tube you're using to deliver the droplets. So make your choices. What is the most appropriate container? And for some of these, you can deliver it in different containers, right? And if you want to put a little indication of whether you would prefer to use a child's medicine spoon rather than a teaspoon or a tablespoon, you may do that as well.